to Mitzrayim because it doesn't make sense to start from. Yeah.
So Tamara, you said that we should include You said that we should include Mitzrayim in it.
That's what she said.
I think we should.
That's what you think.
No, I think we should stop. I think if we're gonna do.
Raise
I think if we're gonna do tomorrow's idea, if everyone agrees on that, I think we should not stop at Ta'am. I think we should do Mitzrayim because it doesn't make sense to start a new sentence from Egypt.
So,
Fine.
okay, so
I agree.
Okay, so one second, let me just get this straight. Okay, so Anna El says that we should say V'zelecha ot ki anochi shalachticha zehu. Right, that's it?
Yeah, because then in the third one you say.
Okay, so Anna El's looking ahead. Tamara and Talidi agree that we should add V'hotiacha et ta'am
I'm just
mitzrayim.
saying, if we're going to do her idea,
So Tamara says,
add Mitzrayim. But I think that we should go.
okay, so I understand. So Tamara says that we should add the phrase to it, V'hotiacha et ta'am, and Talidi said, well, you might as well finish the whole thing in Mitzrayim. I got it?
Yeah.
So why do you say we should add that phrase?
Because it says, because if you're just, well, where did he say it was stop? I said to stop at Shech. Well, am I going to succeed? V'zelecha ha'ot ki anochi shalachticha. It doesn't really make sense. Like, what are you going to say?
Let's translate it for a second. V'zelecha ha'ot. We all agree that it starts from zelecha ha'ot? Yeah, it doesn't start later on? Good, you're right. V'zelecha ha'ot. And this is the sign. Ki anochi shalachticha, that I sent you. And so this means, and this is the sign that I sent you. You all agree this is part of the answer.
Yes.
Some of you think that we should continue.
Yeah.
All right.
Now,
Now, can you give me a reason? Why should we continue?
because what are you going to succeed in, though?
Ah, that's a good point. This is the sign that I will send you, that you should take out my nation. Good point, Bracha.
I think we should stop at Shalachticha because there's the sign that you should stop and translate.
That's, I like that you're looking at the stop signs, but I also want to show you that what happens after Mitzrayim. Look at the word Mitzrayim.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
There's another stop sign there, right?
Yeah.
So maybe we should just include 2 stop signs. That could be.
Yeah, I know. I was looking at that. First I saw Mitzrayim, but then I saw Shalachticha.
Shalachticha also has a stop sign.
So
Good point.
I started.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave these in parentheses. We're going to see if this is included or not. I'm not going to tell you the answer. But we're going to go on to the third one, and let's hope we'll figure it out through that. Okay? So, what do you think the answer of the third one is? Tamara?
Ta'avdun et ha'elokim al har hazeh.
Ta'abdun. One second. Et ha'elokim.
We already decided. If we're going to put it
I'll just correct you for a second. We didn't decide anything final yet.
well,
The only thing that's final is ki aheya'ima.
And
What's it? Okay, do we agree that this is part of the answer? Third answer.
that is the answer.
Does anybody think that we should add some words to this answer? Bracha?
Yes, because we should add like the one that we were gonna have there, because then it'll make sense.
Okay, do you agree on it, El?
Yes.
That's what you were going to say. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try taking it off from here and adding it there, and let's see if it makes more sense. So let's do without it first. Ta'avduna ta'elokim ala harazeh. You will serve Hashem on this mountain. Now let's add the other phrase. V'hotiacha et ta'am mitzrayim ta'avduna ta'elokim ala harazeh. When you take my nation out of Egypt, you will serve Hashem on this mountain.
Yes.
So raise your hand if you think we should put this phrase back down here.
Yes.
Raise your hand if you think we should put this phrase back down here. Okay. You're right.
Yes.
Let's see. And that was really good critical thinking from all of you. And even if you didn't get the right answer in the end, I saw that your thinking process was making sense. V'hotziacha et ha'am Mitzrayim. Okay. Excellent. So we got the proper phrases that answer each question. Now, Rashi is going to help us understand. Rashi's going to help us understand how this is the answer to that. How is this the answer to that? And how is this the answer to that? But before we read Rashi, I want to give you a chance to guess. Does anyone have a guess? What ki ehe, how ki ehe, and I will be with you. How does that answer what Moshe was saying? I'm not important enough because I will be with you. Hey, I will be with you. What's the connection? Hashem, I'm not important enough because I will be with you. Miriam?
Maybe because if Hashem's with him, he can show everybody that he is with him.
Maybe if Hashem is with him,
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
he said something similar. Maybe if Hashem is with him, then he will be more important. Is Hashem ever not with us?
No.
Okay. Anael?
What if they don't believe actually said that they actually that Hashem actually talking?
So even if Hashem's with him, what if they don't believe? Okay. Yarden?
He can prove. Moshe can prove that he is holy because Hashem is with him and Hashem is with him. They're holy, so Moshe is holy now, and so he could prove that he is holy if they don't believe.
I like what you guys are saying. You know what? You guys are almost there. When we read Rashi, you're going to get the whole answer, but you guys, you're on the right track. Let's go on to the next one. Okay? Vizela, okay. Moshe says, what does he say? Am I going to succeed? He says it, he kind of hints it. He doesn't actually say that one, but am I going to succeed? And then Hashem says, this is the sign that I have sent you.
What signs?
What sign?
Exactly what
You know what?
So I'm saying.
You know what we're going to do? Let's read the answer to the first question, then we'll go on to the second one. Good idea? Okay. So I'm going to give out to you the hard words of the Rashi.
Only the
Because it doesn't make sense. What sign though? That's what I was saying. The other one.
Only the last sign. Yeah, but only but without that at the bottom.
I'm looking forward to see how
But
you
at the third one.
all understand.
I know, but why can't you put like
It makes
one
more
on the
sense
second answer and then one on the third too?
Well, it makes more sense to put that
Okay, please write your name and the date. The date is on the diary.
It says that for what a sign.
Dad, I'm kidding.
We'll have more time for discussion soon. Please write your name and the date and put it in the rads. This is our first long Rashi. Yes.
Well, about the people will notice maybe Hashem will show.
Hashem won't notice?
No,
What announced that maybe people won't realize that he's with him. Okay, maybe Hashem will show him a miracle or something to show that he's with him. That's a good point.
Yeah, but it doesn't make sense. What sign?
Right? We're going to learn about that. That's a good question. But right now, your job is to put your hard words into the brads and write your name and the date. As soon as you're finished putting your Rashi paper in the brads and writing your name and the date, you may go ahead and look ahead into Rashi. On these hard words, it's a very long Rashi. It's our first long Rashi, and it's divided into 3 parts. It's divided into 3 parts. And on the hard words, I did not write the whole Rashi. I only wrote words I think you might not know. So if the words aren't on there, then I'm expecting you to know it. Okay. Obviously, there's some exceptions. Okay. So when you are finished putting the hard words into the brads, go ahead and peek ahead into Rashi. You may use your hard words. You tell me. What is the Dibur HaMatzil of Rashi? Good. Vayomer ki ehyeh ima. Number 1, it's the words we're talking about. Number 2, it's on your hard words. Number 3, it's bold in Chumash. So that's 3 clues for you to know. Yes. hard words. Okay, now raise your hand if you got a little clue from peeking ahead. Good job. I'm going to have you keep the clue to yourself. I'm going to read the Rashi and translate it, and I'm going to stop after. I'm just going to read the first part of 3. You see on your hard words I've divided into 3 parts, A, B, and C. A, B, and C, right? That's because there's 3 parts to Rashi. Why do you think there's 3 parts to Rashi?
Because it's in the
It's a long answer.
Why 3 parts? Why not 5?
Because there's 3 questions.
Good, because the first part of Rashi is going to answer number 1. The second part of Rashi is going to explain to us what's number 2, the answer to the question have to do with each other, and number 3 is okay. Ready? Everyone pointing to Rashi Dibor Matzil. Vayomer ki ehaya ima. Good job. Pointing. Hey Shivo, he answered him. Al Rishon Rishon, ve'al Acharon Acharon. You should be pointing. What does that mean?
The first is first.
First things first, and last question last. We already talked about what that means. What does that mean? What?
That he answered him, like the first question, the first answer was to the first question, the second one was
Good. Hashem answered almost just three concerns in order. Now, I'm going to go on. I want to say everybody's finger on the place. Raise your hand if you know the next word I'm going to read. Good. Miriam, what's the next word I'm going to read? Excellent. She'amarta. Now we're going to explain the first one. She'amarta, that you say. Mi anochi ki elecha paro. Who am I to go to Paro? Answer. Lo shalchahi. It's not your issue. Ki imi shali. It's my issue. Ki eheye ima. Because I will be with you. Now I'm going to explain for a second. Is Moshe going on his own mission now? He had this idea, I'm going to go help out. Who's giving Moshe this mission? Hashem. So Hashem is saying, Moshe, you don't need to be important enough. It's not your mission. It's not. You're not figuring out what to do on your own. You're working for me. You don't need to be important enough. All right? You're working for me. For example, like a messenger. Like a messenger. Okay? If Mrs. Black sends one of you to me with a message, with a note, all right? Do I look at the note and say, hey, you're not important enough. I don't think you can be telling me what to do here on this note.
No.
Why don't I say that?
Because you didn't send it.
Because Talia, let's say she's the messenger. She's not the one who's giving me the message. She's just a messenger from Mrs. Black. Mrs. Black's the one who's telling me what to do. Right? Or Mrs. Oaks is telling me what to do. She's important enough, but you're just a messenger. For example, if the President of the United States, President Obama, sends me to on a special mission to Antarctica to deliver a letter to somebody there, a very important letter. Okay, am I the one who is who's writing the letter, who's signing the letter? Is it my message that I'm giving over there? No, I'm just delivering the president's message. So Hashem was telling Moshe, you don't need to be important enough. You're just doing my mission, right? If I'm giving you a mission, then obviously I think you're good enough to do my mission. Otherwise, I wouldn't hire you, right? Right? So let's read that Rashi again. Let's read that part again from the beginning. Vayomer ki eheya imach, and he said, because I will be with you. Heshivo al rishon rishon ve'al acharon acharon. You translate.
And he answered on the first question and the last is last.
Excellent. She'amarta.
That he said,
Mi anochi ki elech el paro.
who am I to go to Paro?
Lo shalchahi.
It's not your issue.
It's not your issue. Ki im mishali.
It's my issue.
Excellent. Ki eheya imach.
Because I will be with you.